Good morning, everybody. So I'm just getting it all together this morning. Woke up, saw that my Hey Joe podcast episode is up, so I started off by writing that and then listening to it, which I liked it actually, which is rare. I normally listen back to things and I'm like, that was terrible, but no, I thought it was good, so I'm excited about that. My sister's coming over tonight, so we're gonna hang out and do whatever. I don't really know what we're gonna do, actually. She has like a little drawing book thing that she wants to do or whatever, and that's fine, but like, yeah, so for Valentines, because today is Valentine's Day, we don't ever do shit. Yeah, we don't ever do anything, so maybe, honestly, I'm going to the grocery store later. I might buy myself some chocolates or something, because Derek's working all night, so we're definitely not doing Valentine's shit. So, yeah. But I am about to get ready and shit. I was just listening to a tarot reading, as I do. Of course, it was pretty spot on. But even like, because there's like been something going on that's frustrating me, and like she was like talking about that, I was like, so funny. But that's why I like tarot readings, because they are usually spot on, and I'm like, damn it, it's like, you know me. But yeah, so Hey Joe podcast, I'm hungry. I think that's kind of why I'm like, I think that's it. Alright, I'm about to get up and start getting ready. Okay, so I decided to do a Valentine's get ready with me. So this is the look. How would I wear? Because my current outfit is not going to do it. T-shirt and sweatpants. Also, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I am gonna like do a video with all like my tattoos, but I'm waiting for it to get a little warmer out, because a lot of them are in areas that I would have to wear shorts to show you, and it's too cold for that shit. I don't even feel like doing it in my house. So, alright, I'm having a dilemma on what to wear today. I love this green thing so much, but like, I don't like it as much with my red hair. I love this from my photo shoot with my Max boy. Love. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You know you're a groomer when. Oh, that's not it either. There's a happy hoodie in there. I love it. Alright, you guys, I'm on the way to pick up my sister, and I'm gonna run and grab some drinks, and then we're gonna go get some groceries. Figured I'd wait and go grocery shopping with her with me, so that way I know I'm getting something that she'll like. I know some stuff she likes, but like also it's just easier to have her there. So, oh, I shouldn't have waited, I should have just gone. But that's alright. But yeah. I want to do a video. I saw Chris Clemens uploaded a video of grooming his roommate's dog. He's never, like, he doesn't have any experience like with dogs at all, and he did a video a while back of like bathing his friend's like pit bull, and it was like such a mess. So when I saw he's like shaving a Pomeranian, I was like so I'm scared, but I do want to do like a reaction video of it. I love Chris, so I think it'll be fun, but I need to figure out how to do like the screen recording and shit, make sure I have it down, because it's not a video you can record twice. I've only watched like the very beginning of it, and then I was like, I need to like do a reaction video to this, because it's just too like good not to, you know what I mean? So I was like, maybe I will. And since Derek's gonna be gone today and stuff, I might do it tonight. We'll see. Where's my wallet? Friday and Valentine's Day. You know, restaurants are like slammed tonight. I'm so sorry if you have to work tonight on Valentine's Day in a restaurant. I'm sure it's not fun. I know friends that are like bakers and stuff too that don't enjoy like crazy holidays like this. Alright, come on. Get out of my way, everybody. There we go. That's like every entrance in South Carolina. Alright, here we go. Alright, and then. Alright. Off to get my sister. That's probably the nicest that lady has been to me in that gas station. I think she's just like one of those people, like, I don't think it's anything personal to me. I think she's like in a bad mood a lot of the times. So like then like you catch her and she's like in a bad mood and you know. So anyway. But yeah, she like actually smiled at me today. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen you smile. That's awesome. But yeah, God, traffic's gonna be terrible just everywhere right now. But maybe not at the grocery store. I don't know. I guess some people probably are thinking like, oh, romantic dinner at home. Honestly, that's like really the thing to do. That's the smart thing. Like cook like a really fancy dinner at home for two. Oh my God. I was also thinking later I might take like a nice bath or something. Because I'm just going to have my sister and she is like so content in her little world, just like drawing in her little book or, is that a Mercedes? Oh, it is. I'm starting to like get I can like look at a van and tell like what it is. I'm getting to that point. Oh, I can see the Dodge ones from like a mile away. They are probably, I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, but like they're probably like my least favorite body style for the vans. Like, and I don't know. Like again, I don't want to offend you if you have a Dodge. I totally understand why you get one. They're a lot more affordable and some people like Dodges, you know, but to me, I don't like the ones that are like big that say like Ram in the front. Like, I don't know. I don't like how that looks, but the Mercedes has like a certain vibe and it does look kind of luxurious. I like that. I'm so excited. I've like picked out my font and everything. Oh my God, I love it. I'm so excited. I hope I don't have like lipstick on my teeth and I'm like, look at all my teeth. That's probably the thumbnail it's going to choose for me too, is me making that face. So it always does that to me. But one time I did like, I'm going to try it again actually, once I get to a point where I'm stopped. But I did a thumbnail for a video one time and I was like that for a minute. And then it like actually chose that it was one of my options. So I wonder, now that I did that, I'll let you guys know tomorrow if it chose that for one of my options, like a good thumbnail. If not, that's probably the thumbnail I'm going to use, so I'll go through and find it for myself. But, yeah, I've noticed that maybe it does try to pull out, like, decent thumbnails where you're kind of smiling or something, but sometimes you're just, like, not making a good face the whole video, so it's like, I don't know. Can't do much with that, girl. I'm trying to think. Okay, tonight's plans. Obviously hang out with my sister. I always want to do like something like crafty, but then it's like, but well, like what? What do you want to do? And that's the problem. It's like I'm like, I don't know. And it's like, well, yeah, there's your fucking problem right there. I can't wait to hear more about the van. Like I'm so anxious, like, and I think I'm gonna stay anxious probably for a while. Like I don't even know if I'm gonna feel better once that van's in my driveway. I really don't, because then it's gonna be like, oh, now I gotta make a bunch of money. But I also have confidence in my ability to do that. So I was listening to my Hey Joe thing this morning, where I was on the podcast, and he said something about like my confidence, and then like I started thinking about it like once he said that, and I was like, I guess I am confident about certain things. It's funny because I'm so like insecure about certain things, but then like the things that I'm like sure about, I'm very confident about. Like when it comes to cosmetology, like I'm very confident about that. Like a common thing I see people doing wrong, for example, is like not cleaning off like hair and grime off of their tools before they start disinfecting them. You should be doing that. And like that's something I can say like really confidently, for example. But then like when with other things, like if you start trying to get me to talk about like haircuts, like I do not think I'm an amazing groomer with haircuts. I can show you the basics of like how to get more comfortable with like a haircut, but like with that I'm not comfortable. I'm not very confident. But then when it comes to like the science behind things, like I'll argue if I know the science. Like if somebody's saying something that I know for a fact is wrong scientifically, that I am very confident in, and I will like argue back on that. And then like one of the questions that Joe asked me, oh my god dude, was that he asked me if I have issues with like older generations taking me seriously, which is like something I've dealt with like my whole life. So yeah, I've always had that. I always will. Especially when you walk around with red hair and tattoos, no one takes you seriously. But I love that though, like something about that, like about this like sneaky, like I'm almost like incognito. Like so sometimes I like let people think I'm like stupider than I really am, and it's like, but I really like see straight through you. And like I don't know. I like that kind of, and like, okay, so I'm Libra, air signs, I am like airy, and like some people I can definitely come across as like not as intelligent too, but it's like, but I a lot of times I'm a lot smarter than I give myself credit for, and sometimes I don't speak up when I know more, and I'll just stay in my head, and I'm like, you know, so they may think like, oh, like you don't know because you didn't say anything, and it's like, oh, I know, I just didn't feel like I needed to say anything. Like I'm kind of like one of those like sneaky. I like that though. Like I like that like elusiveness about me. So I like almost the disguise of like having like tattoos and piercings and shit, because then people don't take me seriously. And sometimes I like let them know, and sometimes I don't say anything and just show them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, now if somebody's saying something like really off the wall that's like stupid that I like have to argue with, I will say something about that. But like, you know, sometimes I just like let people talk, and I'm like, okay, you know, like I don't know. So I have like that kind of confidence about myself, and I guess him saying that like opened my eyes a little bit, like, okay, you do have some confidence, so you know what confidence feels like, so you need to disperse that confidence into other areas in your life and start giving yourself more credit for things. Like, I mean, shit, even like haircuts, like I'm not like an amazing groomer, like I don't like have like, you know, Kenichi Nagasaki grooms, but do I think like 5-10 years from now that I might? Like absolutely, especially like once I have the van and I have like a lot more dogs to practice on, and like I'm back to like my norm, because like that was like kind of the problem about like the last job I was at, was I was like very stuck, like because I was so overbooked constantly. I didn't get to put the time into my haircuts to improve them like I wanted to, whereas like now I'll be booking for myself, so I will not be double booking myself, so I'll actually have more time to put into my grooms, so that will in turn make me better if I'm practicing it. So I'm confident that down the road my grooms will be very good. And I think right now, for the lack of education, or like hands-on education, I don't want to say lack of education, because I certainly have spent a lot of time and money on grooming education and cosmetology, but you know, for somebody that was like barely trained under other groomers, like I was literally trained to do like very little, like, and almost nothing I do now is anything that I've been trained to. Like the stuff that I was shown how to do, I pretty much don't do that anymore. Like I've been shown a lot of like really bad things that I was like, even at the time I was like, actually there, no, I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm not even gonna touch this subject. There's like, basically somebody wanted me to make a video about another groomer's methods, and I flat out told him, I was like, I will not touch it with a 10-foot pole. I just don't want to go there. It's not, I'm not here to like I'm not trying to bash other groomers. Like I'm not trying to sit here and like be like, oh, like yeah, the method that they're pertaining to, I don't, that groomer, the way that they do things is not how I would do things, but I'm not gonna sit here and make a video about them. I'm not doing it. I'm not touching that subject. But it's okay, so here's what I've noticed too, that it's hard, like finding that line between like confidence and then ego. Some people do think confidence is like an ego thing, and it's like, but you need to have some sort of confidence as well. So like things I need to have more confidence in is my grooming as a whole. Like I think, like I said, I think down the road I will have potential to be like a really, really incredible groomer, but like I don't think my grooms are amazing right now. They're not like breathtaking. They're not mind-blowing. I think they're good. I think I put, like, I know I put my full effort in. Like, I truly do, like, put my heart and soul into my grooms. I think they will definitely get even better the more time goes on. But, you know, so my confidence is not all there with, like, my actual grooming ability. But, like I said, when we come to science and ingredients and stuff like that, then I'm a lot more confident. And when we talk, okay, too, like, because, like, the thing that Joe asked me was, like, about, like, do customers take me seriously? And, I mean, I know, like, we all know more than, like, the average pet parent. You know, if you've ever worked in a professional animal environment, then you know more than a pet parent. So, no, it's, like, you just gotta, like, not let people intimidate you. That's really what it is that, like, it's, like, not even that they know more than us. It's that they intimidate us into feeling small. And then because we feel small, like, you know, it all goes bad, you know? Does that make sense? Like, so when, like, if I get, like, an old lady or something that's, like, doubting me because I have red hair and tattoos, and, like, I've had people be like, are you sure, like, you can lift the dogs? Are you sure you're old enough to groom them? Like, how old are you? I just answer them in confidence, and then I say, like, how long I've been doing it, and that education I have. You just gotta prove yourself to people, some people. And, like, obviously, like, you know, this is to your clients. Like, you don't have to, like, prove yourself to, like, people online or anything, but, like, to your clients, just prove you know what the fuck you're doing and what you're talking about, and that's all that really matters. But anyway, I'm getting closer to my sister's house, and I don't want to make this video too long because I did record a video for my makeup thing, so I need to go back and edit it, and I don't want to take up too much space with my vlogs so that I can do all the things I need to do for the makeup thing. But anyway, I love you guys. So there's this guy in this car right there. I just came out of the grocery store over here, and I was like walking this way, and I saw him walking this way like he was gonna go into the store. So I was putting the stuff in my car, and I felt somebody kind of behind me, and it was him. And then he walked around my car and then walked to his car here and just got in there and hasn't done anything. In fact, a second ago it looked like he was gonna get out again. I don't know, it really weirded me out. Okay, so I don't, like, often go out on my own. I'm gonna be watching him. If he pulls out too, I'm gonna call the cops or something. What's he doing over there? He saw me looking at him hard. Cause, like, okay, I read somewhere, like, a while back that, like, it was about, like, it was, like, an interview with guys who have, like, abducted people or, you know, whatever. And one of the things it said to do was to make sure, like, when you go anywhere, especially by yourself, especially if you're female, look at everybody in their face. And basically, like, what they found, like, by talking to these people, was that they wouldn't often, they like the ones, like, the people that are, like, on their headphones, they're, like, really not aware of their surroundings. They don't, I fucking knew he was gonna be here. That's so funny. Derek's here too, so you would have abducted me, motherfucker. You would have got your teeth knocked in instantly. I'm just saying. Let me text him real quick. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I saw this thing about, like, if you're out and about by yourself, that, like I said, people, like, guys that, like, abduct women or stuff like that, they like women that are really, like, unaware, like, people that aren't paying attention. So, like, ever since I read that, like, it said just, like, make eye contact with people, like, as you are going into stores or whatever, as you're walking around, be aware of your surroundings. Like, watch who's around you, like, as you're grocery shopping or whatever. I always pay attention to that, because you know how you almost, like, have a grocery buddy that ends up, like, at the same point in the grocery store as you? I always pay attention to who's around me, blah, blah, blah. So if there's some weird person following me up and down the aisles, I'm going to be aware. But yeah, so I came out of the grocery store and was, like, walking straight, and I saw him walking in, and he gave me, like, a weird look. Like, I got a weird vibe off of him. Like, I was like, ugh. And then, like, I just kept walking, went to my car or whatever. Obviously, I was, like, one row over from him. And, he, like I said, I was sitting there, I was putting my groceries in my car, and like I said, I felt somebody behind me. I, like, looked, and it was that man, and that's when I, like, stared him down. Like, I, like, made sure he knew I was watching him, and that I knew what he was doing. So that's just weird. It could have totally been a coincidence, but I just don't know what else he would have been doing. Like, why would he walk towards the store and then turn around and go around to, like, behind my car and then go get in his car? And then he just sat there. Like, I don't know. Part of me wants to call the cops, but, like, at the same time, I don't know if I have, like, enough evidence to prove he was doing anything. He just gave me a weird vibe. So anyway, ladies, gentlemen even, be careful, be aware. Like, seriously, be aware. Like, that can, like, literally save your life. Like, I don't know. Like, he didn't say anything or do anything to me, but the fact that he, like, circled around my car like that really gave me a fucking weird vibe. But anyway, I'm gonna hop off. I just wanted to, like, say something about that. Like, he weirded me the fuck out. Like, I just can't see any reason. I mean, he walked up to the store. There's no way he went inside, because I had unloaded only a couple things from my cart whenever he walked behind me. So there's no way he went inside. So why would he go walk up to the grocery store, go around to a different row than he parked at to walk behind me, and then literally, like, he walked behind my car and then cut over in between the lanes to get back to his car? He was being weird, you guys. Like, that just gave me such a weird vibe. So please, please, please be aware. If somebody's being creepy, don't, like, be hesitant. Like, I had a moment of, like, am I being weird, like, staring this guy down? But, like, I just fucking stared at him. Like, because I was, like, I wanted him to know I've seen him. Like, I don't know. Like, people are fucking weird, so y'all be careful. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and end the vlog. I made it home safe. Everything's good. I don't remember. I know I was telling you guys about that weird guy at the grocery store. Derek did go back, and he drove through the parking lot, and the guy wasn't there anymore. So I don't know. If he was planning something weird, then obviously our encounter talked him out of it. So I'm glad, and that's exactly why I stared at him and, like, made sure that he knew that I had seen him, because, like, I don't know, if he's planning something weird, then he knows there's somebody that can identify him. Like, I remember what he was wearing. I could, like, easily, like, if somebody needed me to describe him, I could easily describe him. So anyway, super weird. But on to the next subject. I'm editing today's vlog. I could go back and listen to, like, a lot of it. I've, like, listened through, like, a tiny bit of the beginning of the vlog, but, I know there was, like, a 10-minute ramble in there that I've got to listen through and make sure that wasn't too rambly. But yeah. You know, I kind of had a realization today. Like, family is great. Like, they really are. Like, you know, I have, like, an amazing mom and stuff, but I have so realized, like, my grandpa is, like, he's my harshest critic. Yeah. He's my harshest critic. He is, like, I don't know. He makes me question myself and not believe in myself. And he's kind of, like, always been that way. Like, he does, like, he supports me in, like, his weird way. But, like, I don't know. Like, he's, like, not somebody, like, he oftentimes, like, without necessarily meaning to, he, like, makes me feel really down about myself. Like, kind of belittles things that are going on in my life, and you know, kind of makes me feel like an idiot most of the time. And like an example would be, I wanted to go down to see Joe's van in January, and I brought it up to him, and he, like, pretty much laughed in my face. Like, he was just like, I'm not going to Atlanta on New Year's Day, because I think that's when I went. I think I went on New Year's Day or something like that. I don't know, but he was like, I'm not dealing with Atlanta then, or something like that. It was like, I was like, oh, you know, fuck me. And then, like, you know, like, I sent him, like, the Hey Joe podcast, and he didn't even respond, and, you know, I saw him today, and the only thing he kept saying to me was basically, like, well, you got this van now, so you better figure out a way to pay for it. And it was, like, very, like, condescending, like, very, like, it felt very much like he was telling me, like, you're not gonna make it. Like, good luck, but you're not gonna make it, kind of thing. And it's, like, you know, I left there, and I got in the car, and I thought about it, and I was like, wow, he, like, literally has no faith in me. Like, he definitely thinks I'm gonna fail. But I have all the faith in me, and I cannot wait to prove him wrong. But I just wanted to, like, mention that, because, like, you know, I do have supportive family, but I also have, like, very not supportive family. And, I mean, like, I'm almost 30, and if I go over to his house, there was, like, one Thanksgiving or Christmas or something that we went over to Derek's dad's house before we came to my grandparents' house, and Derek's family smokes cigarettes since, like, they're adults. It's not a big deal. Like, I understand, like, I lost my grandma because she smoked, but, like, I'm not the smoking police of the world either. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and, like, tell full-grown adults that they can't smoke cigarettes around me. So, like, you know, we got to my grandpa's house after going to Derek's dad's, and he, like, instantly was like, who's smoking, and blah, blah, and I'm, like, 27, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't me smoking, but it's, like, the fact that I had to be like, oh, well, it's Derek's parents, and blah, 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 it made me feel like I was, like, 5 years old again, and that's, like, my grandpa as a whole. Like, he can, like, really make you feel this big, like, so much. Like, he literally makes me feel like a dumbass every single time I see him. Like ruins my self-confidence. So basically what I realized today after I left there, I was like, you know, I almost feel like he's the one that has, like, always put this doubt in my head about me. Was that, like, you know, every dream or goal or ambition that I've had in my life, he has doubted every single one of it. I wanted to do human hair. He didn't like that. He wasn't going to pay for me to go to hair school, all this and that, which he did ultimately do. My grandma chose to, because she knew that's what I wanted to do, and it was either that or I wasn't going to school, because that's really where I was at on it, because it was like, I think for me, I was just like, please, like, for once in my life, can you support me? He doesn't. I mean, it doesn't, like, I think he wants the best for me. I don't know what the hell he wants me to do. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm like, I went out, I found a career that can make money. I'm, like, good at it. I've been featured on all these pages. I was on a podcast. Like, you know, I was in the newspaper. I went on the fucking news. Like, what do I have to do to prove myself to you? And the answer is, like, there's nothing I can do. Like, and, you know, maybe in the background, he's actually, like, way some more supportive than he, like, says. I don't know. Like, I don't know. He just, every time I see him, he's just, like, complaining, and just very, I don't want to say negative, but, like, very doubtful of me. But I'm trying to use that as, like, inspiration, even though it sucks, and, like, you just, like, want, like, your family to support everything that you do. Some family doesn't. They just don't. Most of my family does, like, or at least they'll say, like, nice things. Like, he's the type, he's not going to sugarcoat anything. Like, he's going to flat out just be like, he just kept being like, well, I wish you luck. Like, it actually really reminded me of, like, when I quit my last job, one of the business owners came up, like, on my last day, and he was like, is today your last day? And I was like, yep. And he was like, oh, well, good luck. And that's, like, really the vibe that I got from my grandpa today. Like, seems pretty convinced that I'm gonna fall on my face with this van, and I just can't wait to prove him wrong. Like, I really can't. Like, for once to be like, look, see, I knew what the fuck I was doing this whole time. You never once had faith in me, but here we go. This is me proving you wrong. So, I hate talking about that shit. I really fucking do. I don't even like to bring it up. I'd love to just sit here and be like, oh, my family is also supportive. They just love me and think I'm fantastic, but they don't. And the reason I felt like it was important to talk about is because I'm sure there's people out there that are watching this that are in the same boat, that, you know, you would just love for, you know, your family member to, like, maybe say something, like, nice or encouraging for once. Like, you know, even a fucking congratulations would have been nice. But that's not what I get from him. And, you know, it sucks. It really does suck because I find myself avoiding going to see him or going to his house because I'm just like, oh, what is he gonna say? Like, what's it gonna be today? Because it's always something. Like, even if I, like, think I'm, like, doing everything right, ultimately he will always find something to be mad at me over. And I just hate that. It's like, you know, after, like, losing a bunch of loved ones, it's like you just, like, want to have, like, a good relationship with everybody that's still here. And it sucks that he's just so, like, I don't want to say not supportive, because he supports me in weird ways, but it's like, I guess he's not encouraging. Like, he doesn't, like, inspire me to, like, do more. He, like, really just makes me feel like a dumbass. That's, yeah. So it sucks. I wish, you know, we didn't have to have family members that gave us a bunch of doubts about ourselves, but unfortunately we do, and I guess we just have to learn to combat that, and the only thing I can really do is prove them wrong, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I hope that maybe inspires you guys to feel the same way, that if you've got somebody that's downing you and doesn't support you, that you just, like, I would give anything. I never had a dad, except for Dwayne, who passed away. Like, my only father figure in my life was my grandpa, up until Dwayne came in when I was 8. It would just be so nice to have, you know, the one father figure in my life be supportive of me, but he's not. That's just the way life is sometimes. But I'm gonna prove him wrong, and it's gonna be okay. And, you know, it sucks because, like, his wife was, like, my grandma that I was so close to. And I know she would have been very opposite. Like, she would have been so encouraging and, like, really pressing me to, like, move on and do better. And I do believe that maybe she's there behind the scenes, like, helping me. Like, if spirit guides are a real thing, like, I 100% assure you that my grandma would be one of my spirit guides. Like, me and my grandma were so fucking tight. Like, way closer. I didn't start developing as close of a relationship with my mom until after my grandma died. And then it was, like, kind of like a, oh shit, like, I need to appreciate the people I have while they're here kind of thing. But me and my grandma, it was, like, a different bond than I've ever had with, like, my mom or anybody. So I, like, know for a fact that she would have supported me. She probably would have bought me the van. I don't know. Like, we would have figured it out. But it sucks that she's not here. And it sucks that, like, my grandpa is, like, so against, like, everything. It's, like, I don't know. Sometimes I want to be like, I don't think grandma would agree with what you're doing. But at the same time, it's like, you gotta let it be. So, all I know is if she can be out there, then she's there. And all I can go off of is hopefully she is out there and she's watching and making sure that I'm alright and that everything's gonna be okay. And I think that, you know, if she could control anything, she would always make sure that everything was gonna be fine for me. So I'm not too worried, but yeah, it's hard not having her here, and then, like I said, like, not having a great relationship with my grandpa, and it's hard to, I mean, like I said, every time I go over there, it's just, like, I hear about everything I suck at, it's like, you know, so, like, obviously, like, I tend to avoid going over there, because I'm like, well, I don't need a list of, all the reasons I suck today, like, I can come up with that list on my own, I'm sure, but, here we are, like, just rub it in, but anyway, like I said, I hate talking about it, but, like, also, it's just the reality of life that we all have family members that are our harshest critics, and that will knock you down the second that you're feeling good about something. So it's okay. I'm gonna be okay, and so are you, and we'll prove them all wrong, and it's gonna be fine. But anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna end this and hang out, because hopefully, I'm hoping Derek will be home soon. I don't know. It's 8:30. He might work till 10:30 tonight. I'm not even sure. Whatever. Another flop Valentine's Day. What else is new? All right. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.